How you doing? I'm Sean McVeigh with Sean's Outdoor Adventures, and today I'm going to do a quick review on the Fourth Arrow video camera arm. This is actually my friend Andrew Penzi, who's standing right over here, and I've been wanting to actually review this, so he's let me do this on his. Now, the thing that I had the biggest concern about these right out of the gate was this piece here. When it comes to you, it's real shiny and bright, but Andrew went ahead and painted his. Now let me talk about that for a second, because we were actually just talking about this. When you loosen it up, it still has the mobility, but there's a little bit of stick from the paint. People were wondering, hey, if I paint that real shiny head up, what's it going to do? And it does stick a little bit, but you can still get away with everything. The nice thing about this, obviously, is it has such a range of motion for getting everything level, you know. The thing I don't like about it is this little peg piece comes out. I talked to people who said they just leave it in, but in my mind, why don't they just have it so it doesn't come out? You know what I mean? You know, anyway, I just don't like this. Is a little bit clumsy to me. I'm sure there's probably another solution, but that to me is one of the biggest things, and the shininess is the other thing I didn't like. I'm a mobile hunter. I'm always on the go with a climbing tree stand, and I think when they built this, they were kind of thinking about people who have permanent sets. They have this removable base so that you can put a bunch of these base plates in the, you know, your tree, and then go from, just bring this piece comes out right here. Turn it the right way. So this piece comes out, and again, this has been painted. Most models are going to be like a shiny metal like what's in there. But they made it so this comes out and you can carry this and leave the base on the tree. That doesn't really do anything for me. And the fact that this is removable in the way that it is, it's almost a concern, because I carry my camera arm on my tree stand to leave room in my pack, and I would have to worry about this coming off. So maybe if they had a different attaching option that was a little bit more, that I'd have a little more confidence in, that it wasn't going to rattle out, because this is just a little screw, and all the vibration and stuff from carrying that could eventually come out, and you could lose this important piece if you're not paying attention. So you know, but if you're somebody who has a lot of permanent sets, obviously this was designed with you in mind. But the camera arm itself, this is a really nice and light piece. I really like it, and it has a good feel to it in its motion. This is actually the fluid head that they sell. Yeah, I have a Manfrotto, and it feels pretty much the same. I like this, the head. So, I mean, there's some things I really like about it, and some things I don't necessarily like a whole lot about it. And like the paint, you'd have to kind of paint that, get rid of that shininess. Also, my friend Andrew, this is his, the very first time he used it, this metal piece bent. You know, you spend all the money, you don't expect your mounting bracket plate to bend. So you gotta, I guess, kind of be careful how you're getting it on the tree, because this isn't a very super durable metal apparently. But all in all, I think it's actually a nice camera arm for the money, you know. And so far, what Andrew's done here as far as painting this, it hasn't like inhibited him too bad. It does create a little stick, like I said, but you may want to prepare to do that. Let me get this out of the way so we can look at that one more time. So this right in here, and the paint is going to come off a little bit, so it's something you'll have to apply again probably in the future. But this is a little awkward. I'm going to have to loosen it up. So it's currently stuck in that position. And see, this is why I don't like this design. Now I'm stuck trying to get this back in there so I can loosen it a little bit more to get it back up. So well, where it does give you a good frame of motion, or span of motion, it is a little bit awkward. So I don't know, maybe I would kind of look at some other types of design myself. But I'm sure there's other review videos out there. You can go check those out as well. I know these guys are I'm hoping you guys do some to get more feedback on what other people say. But all in all, if someone said, would you buy that? I would say, I don't know. If somebody was giving me a discount, I might. One thing that I've thought about with this particular unit is I've been filming my own hunts for a very long time, and I'm usually in a climber in a fairly straight tree, pretty much always. And so I've never, ever had an issue with a lot of leveling. And obviously this gives you a great range of motion, but that's another thing to consider as far as what are your needs. Like, I don't actually need this. And then, like, to have all of this clunkiness, this metal thing that I can make noise with, it doesn't serve me, you know what I mean? So when I'm looking at a camera arm for all of my uses, all of my hunts, I'm not in a bunch of crooked trees where I need to like crank this thing way over to make it straight. And I know there's a lot of guys out there that are like me, and so they don't need this. So that's a trade-off. You know, if you're in a lot of crooked trees, your sets, and you're gonna benefit from having this, you know, being able to pivot this and get it in the position the way you want it, then great. But if you're not, and this is not this little bit of clunky awkwardness isn't something that you want to deal with, then that's also a consideration in when you're getting a camera arm. I mean, all in all, it's nice, but the base is kind of heavy. Me personally, if there's something else on the market that stuck off the tree about that distance, not too much farther, that didn't do all that, because I don't need all that, then you know, I would consider that as well. But I do like the carbon aspect. It's really nice and light, that in itself, and I just wanted to throw that in there as well. So this is a little awkward and clunky, you know, noise potential. You can bump that, you know, if it's a windy day, you're scrambling to get to everything, and you knock that out. Yeah, it could happen. I'm not saying it's going to, but are you going to worry about that happening? Maybe. So these are all things that, and that's what a review is all about. Just gives you some stuff to think about. What are your needs and what do you want? But all in all, I think it's a decent camera arm. There's just some awkwardness to it, and this not being painted is a little bit of a drawback for a lot of us. So thanks for tuning in. Take care. God bless.